Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen. I wanted to try Stormbreaker again and therefore we equipped us with heavy armor and an LMG. We were stocked with ammo and medipens and I was quite confident we will get away with the keycard this time. Well, in my defense, I didn't know how lucky our first attempt was at this point. We claimed our constellation, but I didn't want to wait for it. So we got our Origin 325A. The last time we were at Center 3, so we flew to Center 6 this time. Because I wanted to know if these favorite data centers are different to each other. Seriously, I love this car in Star Citizen. This game creates so many gorgeous moments. The other thing Star Citizen creates are bugs. Our first attempt ended in an empty station. There was nobody there. I mean, nobody. No guards and also no scientists, and therefore also no lab code. So we couldn't enter higher level security rooms, and therefore we had no chance to get that keycard. I spent some minutes trying to find a lab code in one of the many boxes around. But soon after we took off again and wanted to try another center. I thought they might not work at night, so we flew to the sunny side of the planet. The heavy armor makes us quite slow on foot, so I wanted to land as nearby as possible and use a crater to escape the line of sight of the turrets. Well, it didn't work out. Our constellation was available in the meantime, and because its shields can tank way more hits, I decided to land in the same crater again.
Shields damaged.
We got our loot back, passed our broken ship, enjoyed the view of another beautiful sky. But again, there was nobody around. I was pretty annoyed and it was also late, so I called it a day. The next day we flew to another data center. By the way, they look all the same. There was a ship around, but honestly, so many places are filled with empty ships of players who died, crashed or just locked out like we did the day before. So I didn't expect anyone to be around and was rather stunned by the size of that ship.
I thought it would be bigger.
Much more I was worried that the NPCs won't be around again. So I was quite happy when we spotted some guards inside. Well, there was at least one player around. I really should pay more attention at times. Anyway though, we flew right back to the same place. But they already looted most of our stuff. I was mostly happy that the NPCs were spawning again. And we even met another player inside. I wasn't sure if it was the same though. Also, it looked like Crash or at least AFK. And you know me. We moved on and got ourselves a lab coat. There were still 2 rooms in this building we hadn't entered yet. So instead of going the same way like we did in the last video, I decided to have a look at the other rooms at first. By the way, our weapon didn't jam the last time. It's much more energy rifles need the time to charge up, I guess. So they don't shoot immediately. Which I don't like at all, to be honest.
Your team's work is meant for your team. Please keep conversations to a minimum.
We cleared the area nearby the room we wanted to enter. And used the mess hall to change our clothes. Which could not be more complicated. Well, at least the way I did it at first. I put off our backpack, the armor, the undersuit. Piece by piece I put it on the floor. Because you can't wear any normal clothes above an undersuit. And so you can't change it until you are naked. It takes quite some time doing it this way and you're pretty vulnerable while doing so. But no worry, later on we will discover a better way.
Stand by for security scan. Access granted.
We entered the executive lounge just to find out that we made a big mistake. Of course the other player looted this place, so the safe was open and empty. Since we were here though, I wanted to try something else. I wanted to know if the guard shoot at us, if we are scientists only, without any weapon or anything. Which they sadly do, so there is no incognito gameplay. Soon after we were dead, but I didn't really mind. Because I wanted to go to another data center anyway. We died as scientists and lost all our equipment, which I also didn't mind, because I don't like the heavy armor and the LMG anyway. So we switched back to medium armor and our P4. A much better rifle to infiltrate in my opinion. Anyway, we went to the room we have been in our first episode. Got the keycard.
Remember, the work we do here is priceless. Always protect your work.
And wanted to use it at the last room we hadn't entered at this point. So we changed our clothes again. And here's another point which doesn't work out very well if you do it this way. Every time I changed the clothes by putting the stuff on the ground only, something was missing when I came back. This time it was the armor. Anyway, we went back to the only room we hadn't entered yet. But somehow it didn't work. I thought this keycard might be for the other room only, and we will probably need the keycard from the executive lounge. Therefore, our next stop was this lounge.
Remember, the work we do here is priceless. Always protect your work.
We just got our armor again when something weird happened.
Associated studies and development is related to health and safety regulations. Please report any infractions
Honestly, I have no idea what happened. I can't say if I did something wrong or if it was a bug or whatever. If anyone can explain that to me, please feel free to let me know in the comments. When we returned to the data center, our radar reported an enemy ship.
Contact received.
I thought it might be an NPC ship that protects the area like we had in a previous mission. So I decided to take it down.
Missile log. Shield under attack.
Which didn't work out. I have to admit that I was a little frustrated at this point, which you can see on the way I landed here. Anyway though, of course we went back and got the keycard from the executive lounge. But somehow it wasn't our day at all.
Your team's work is meant for your team. Please keep conversations to a minimum.
Honestly, around that point I noticed how lucky our first attempt was. The next day we gave it another try. But once again, nobody was around. So we had a closer look at the whole area and found some other smaller buildings nearby. Honestly, I was hoping to find a lab coat. There were boxes inside and outside all over the place. Many different loot, but no lab coat. Instead we found another level 2 security room, which made me curious. Unfortunately we couldn't find any lab coat, and so we couldn't enter any higher security level. So we went back to our constellation to relog on the server again. And guess what? It was the first time ever that we had guards in the outside area. In fact, they were all over the place. At first I hesitated, because I was afraid to attract even more guards. But stupid me... And yes, we attracted more guards. There were even some guards coming for us from behind. I don't know how many we killed up to this point, but they didn't stop coming. So we kept moving because I wanted to find the outside building with the level 2 security room. They were everywhere. A couple of minutes later, we arrived at that building.
Stand by for security scan.
We cleaned the area and I was very curious about this room.
Access granted.
There was only one tiny ammo loot box. Anyway, we went back to the main building and found a much better way to change our clothes.
Please report any infractions to your immediate supervisor. Do not disclose incidents to non-employees.
The best thing is, this way you also don't lose any equipment. Once again, we were at the last room we didn't enter by now. And also once again, the keycard didn't work. I don't know why or what keycard you need for this room. So we went back to the room where we tried the keycard at the first attempt in our previous video.
Access granted.
And it worked absolutely fine there.
Employee
Since we were here, I also wanted to get the main keycard which we need for phase 2 of this mission.
Stand by. Critical progress.
Hey, you're authorized to be in there. Stop what you're doing. Security forces are en route to your location.
Lockdown initiated.
We also got it quite easily. But once again, we died soon after. There are too many guards spawning. Anyway, even though we didn't accomplish much, I still had fun exploring the area. The next time I want to come with company. The fact you have someone watching your back should come in handy. I hope you enjoyed the video and that we will get into phase 2 the next time. Jon Bjork.